If someone has a gun to your head, what do you think you can accomplish? My name is Andres. This is the Ventura County Real Estate Show. We talk about all things real estate, buying, selling, investing. So, previous videos, I've spoken a lot about real estate investing and how important it is for your future, for your portfolio, for your family, and motivation to do this. People might think that real estate or any type of investing is like what you see on TV. It's really laid back, and you just pick up the phone and make transactions. And there might be people out there that do this or do their transactions in this way. Um, but I'm going to tell you most of the time it's not that way. Or there's a lot of grunt work that goes along before you get to that point. So motivation is very important, and not only for this real estate stuff. This can be applied to anything you do. Motivation is important. When times get tough, when it's really bad out there, when you think you need to quit, when you think you're wasting your time, you need to find something to motivate you. So, aside from somebody holding a gun to your head and saying you have to complete this or something bad happens, you have to find whatever motivates you the most to stay the course and not quit. So, this would be a lot of people, talk about this. It's your big why, right? Why are you doing this? And you can say it's money. You can say, um, I like investing. But it has to be something that every time you think about it, and every time you think about quitting, this is the first thing you should think about. It has to be something that motivates you to keep going, and regardless of what's going on, how many transactions fell through, how long it's been between your last deal, this why that you think of, um, needs to be big enough to help you, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, as they say, and keep going until it works. I just started reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and I'm only in the first, I guess, got it, only in the first chapter. That's the first thing he talks about, right? I wrote this a couple of weeks back. That's the first chapter is what he talks about: people quitting too soon. He has three examples of, and if you've read it, the language in it is kind of, you can tell it was written a long time ago. But so he has three examples of people who quit too soon. Their motivation or their why was not big enough, or they didn't define it before they started. And he has examples of the guy was, you know, digging for gold. He it was easy in the beginning. He didn't strike it rich, but he had, every time he went to go dig for gold, he found it. He The vein that he was working on ran out, and he dug a little more, and he got discouraged because after he found the first, you know, few, what are we gonna call it? The first few times he went, he found gold, however small the amount was. He bought all his equipment because it's like, man, this is the real good plot. He started digging, nothing. Started digging, nothing. He gave up, and he sold the plot and all the equipment to some other dude. The dude comes in. We've all seen this meme before. He started working it. Bam! He hits jackpot. Right. So if the dude would have stuck around a little longer and had a motivation and a why large enough to keep him motivated, he would have been rich. Right. But he quit too soon. He didn't want to put in the work during the hard times, and he, didn't get to reap the rewards like this other guy did. So, sit down with a piece of paper, and this is more than, in the past and going forward. You're gonna hear me say, sit down and get a piece of paper or whatever you're gonna do. Write it down on the computer, type it out, whatever. So a lot of these things that are in your head need to be out in front of you so you can see them, so that they're now things, right? When they're in your head, they're kind of fake, and you don't, because in your head you have all kinds of fantasy, and you think of lots of things that aren't important, right? But if you say, this is so important that I'm going to get it out on paper so that it will remind me what I was thinking at this point over and over again, right? That's when it becomes motivation. So, is it you want to make sure your family's taken care of for generations, not only your children, but your grandchildren? Is it, I have this organization that I really feel is important and needs my time and money, and that's why I'm going to, you know, work hard and become wealthy so I can give them money. If it's whatever your motivation is, right? I want to make $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, right? Whatever you think is big enough to motivate you to keep going when you want to quit, get it out on paper and make it as detailed as possible and go over it over and over again and edit it and make it perfect. Because when it comes down to you wanting to sell your plot of land and your equipment right before you're going to be rich if you stay there a couple of more days, right? You want to bring out this piece of paper so that it will motivate you to stick around. So having a big why in real estate investing is important because there are a lot of other investors, and depending on the market, right now included, pickings are slim, and you may have to spend a lot more time than you would during other phases of the real estate market to find a deal. And if you don't have a big enough why, you may be discouraged by all the times people tell you no. And that's when you bring out this piece of paper so that you can motivate yourself to keep going. Anyway, my name is Andres. This is the Ventura County Real Estate Show. If you have any questions regarding real estate, I'm a local agent here in Ventura County. DM me, email me, message me. All my information is below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. If you're a first-time home buyer, where'd they go? First-time home buyer guide down in the description. It's the step-by-step process you go through to buy your first home. It's there. Email me. I can send it to you, or you can buy it on Amazon. The link's there. Also, I also have another book. It's my Life Compass book, a collection of motivational blog posts. Same deal. Email me. I'll send it to you, or the Amazon link is below. Again, my name is Andres. This is the Ventura County Real Estate Show, and I will talk to you guys next time.